Welcome to The Debate. Today we're diving into the strategic calculus behind choosing premium office space in London. We're looking at two commercial property listings available at, well, nearly identical price points, but they offer fundamentally opposing philosophies on what corporate value really is.
That's right. We have a comparison between a grade A, very modern listing in Paddington, and on the other hand, a high prestige, character-rich period property in Mayfair. And the real question for any business looking for a London presence is, how do they define their core assets?
Exactly. The core strategic question is this. When you're allocating that kind of capital, should a business prioritize cutting-edge, sort of future-proof grade A infrastructure, comprehensive functionality, and superior transport connectivity? Which is, that's the undeniable strength of the Paddington listing.
Or, conversely, should a business prioritize that, frankly, irreplaceable, intangible asset of location prestige, the unique distinction of a period character building, and, the inherent financial flexibility that comes with a noticeably lower monthly cost, which is what we see with the Mayfair option? I'm going to argue that the latter provides the greater long-term return.
And I'll be arguing that investing in modern functionality, things like grade A specs, fully integrated IT, and crucially, that unparalleled global transit access, like the dedicated connection to Heathrow, delivers a superior, risk-mitigated operational foundation. And that easily justifies the slight premium. Right, so the Paddington office at £900 per calendar month is not just a desk. It's an optimized turnkey operational platform. The value here is operational certainty. We have grade A offices, a designation that signals superior build quality, environmental standards, and immediate technical readiness. It comes fully furnished, equipped with the latest IT and telephony as standard, which, eliminates massive setup costs right off the bat. The environment itself is designed for modern work, striking light-filled spaces, floor-to-ceiling windows, and a professional manned reception. But the real game changer is the logistics. Its proximity to Paddington Station means unparalleled connectivity. The material explicitly calls out direct, easy access to Heathrow, making this a truly global business hub. The investment here is in efficiency and, well, frictionless, immediate scalability.
I come at it from a different way because I think I reject the premise that pure operational functionality always trumps presence. The Mayfair office, at £800 a month, offers something irreplaceable, the sheer weight of a prime Mayfair location. It's situated exactly where global commerce and status intersect, between Park Lane and Grosvenor Street, that W1K 6PB postcode. And this prestige is secured at a base cost that's £100 lower every single month. This building delivers beautiful period offices, retaining original features and impressive ceiling heights, providing the kind of distinctive character that these standardized modern glass boxes, they fundamentally lack. Furthermore, it incorporates high-value amenities like an open-plan layout and a significant roof terrace. And while the transit isn't a dedicated airport link, connectivity via Marble Arch and Bond Street underground stations, plus nearby public car parks, entirely satisfies the logistical needs of a central London firm. The Mayfair proposition is an investment in image, in stability, and in enduring market relevance.
I see why you think that, and establishing a presence via prestige it's a valid goal, especially for client-facing firms. But let me give you a different perspective on defining prime in the modern era. Prime is no longer solely defined by a historical postcode. It's defined by utility, speed, and global reach. Prime Paddington is strategically superior because of its function. The specific emphasis on rapid Heathrow access, that highlights an operational advantage that Mayfair, despite all its status, cannot possibly replicate. For a high-growth company, a consulting firm, or any operation relying on frequent international travel, that transport link is not a simple convenience. It's a non-negotiable strategic asset that saves countless hours and reduces logistical friction.
I understand the emphasis on speed, but I would argue your framing misunderstands the value chain for high-level business. For specialized firms, private equity, bespoke legal services, luxury brand HQs, that W1K 6PB postcode is the asset. It's a silent partner that opens doors before a pitch is even made. The intrinsic market value of a Mayfair address. It transcends the convenience of a 15-minute quicker trip to Heathrow. If a business's primary clientele are centered in the West End, Chelsea, or Kensington, then Mayfair is operationally prime. We're discussing the difference between serving a global logistics need and securing a global reputation need. And Mayfair secures status.
That's a compelling argument for status, but it ignores the reality of modern corporate compliance and the necessity of predictable infrastructure. Let's really dig into that grade A specification. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about risk mitigation and total cost of occupancy. Grade A guarantees specific standards, often including high energy efficiency ratings, which are increasingly vital for ESG reporting. This ensures superior air quality and lighting systems, which directly impact staff productivity and retention, a huge, often hidden cost. The Mayfair period building, even if it's refurbished, inherently carries the risk of higher maintenance demands and less efficient utility consumption.
I'm sorry, but I just don't buy that the inherent risk of a period building, especially one that's explicitly described as fully managed, is automatically higher. Your focus on grade A compliance overlooks the sort of uniformity tax that these modern boxes impose. They often sacrifice unique character and employee desirability for standardized compliance. The Mayfair building offers impressive ceiling heights, which is a major draw for well-being and a differentiating factor in the talent market. And while Paddington guarantees seamless IT, the Mayfair office provides key modern infrastructure. It has comfort cooling and robust CAT cabling, all within a desirable shell. So which factor is more powerful in attracting and retaining top-tier talent? I'd argue that character, the prestige, and that roof terrace in Mayfair win every time.
That's an interesting point on welfare, but let's scrutinize the true cost of maintaining those period assets. When you're dealing with high-density server requirements or the constant need for HVAC upgrades, putting those into a building that wasn't designed for it, even with a refurbishment, it creates potential downtime. The Grade A office offers plug-and-play certainty. In Paddington, that fully fitted IT and telephony setup means zero integration costs. In Mayfair, you might have CAT cabling, but what's the capacity? What are the limitations on expanding the network? You are trading that operational certainty for aesthetic appeal.
And you're trading an appreciating asset for a depreciating commodity. Let's talk about the long-term investment. A Grade A office block, while efficient now, is a commoditized product. Its fit out, the IT, the furniture, it depreciates and fast. That Mayfair address, W1K6PB, is irreplaceable. Its prestige value is exceptionally resilient. Furthermore, the presence of original features makes it uniquely desirable and therefore highly liquid should the firm need to sublease. That initial £100 saved every month, combined with an inherent property appreciation, makes the Mayfair location a more sound long-term investment on the company's balance sheet.
I'm not convinced that a nominal rent reduction fundamentally outweighs the strategic advantage of comprehensive Grade A certainty. You focus on the £100 saving, but that's just the nominal rent. Let's look at the true total cost of occupancy. The Paddington option is explicitly part of a fully managed serviced structure. That £900 a month encompasses full use of breakout areas, free tea and coffee, and the certainty of professional maintenance. These are small components, yes, but they eliminate those ubiquitous hidden operational expenses.
Okay, I have to jump in there. I see that certainty as a loss of control and a forced premium on services the firm may not need or could get more cheaply elsewhere. That £1,200 a year saved from the base rent is real, liquid capital. A growing business can deploy that for marketing, for higher staff wages, rather than being locked into the vendor's bundled price for generic coffee. Mayfair is also fully managed. It's not some unmanaged space. That lower base rent offers crucial financial flexibility.
But that argument for flexibility ignores the hidden cost of business interruption. When the Mayfair office has an HVAC failure, who is responsible for the immediate repair and how quickly is it resolved? In a Grade A, fully managed environment in Paddington, that is a guaranteed, integrated service response. Business continuity is protected. The £100 premium secures operational predictability.
For any firm handling sensitive client data, minimizing downtime is a far more significant financial factor than the cost of refreshments. The question isn't whether they can afford the service, it's whether they can afford the chaos when something goes wrong.
And you're setting up a false dichotomy that suggests the Mayfair refurbishment is fragile. It's fully managed, it has CCTV, implying high standards. Moreover, the Mayfair office offers an open-plan layout specifically designed for modern, flexible teams. This allows a greater degree of spatial control than the rigid, often cubicle-driven uniformity of some Grade A fit-outs. We're talking about different risk profiles. The risk in Paddington is paying a premium for standardized services you may never fully use. The risk in Mayfair is slightly higher maintenance unpredictability, which I think is more than offset by the immense enduring market value of the location itself.
Let's bring this back to market impact. Imagine a tech founder trying to attract top engineering talent or secure venture capital. Stepping into that double-height glass atrium in Paddington, right next to a global transport hub, it signals aspiration, stability, and future readiness. The Mayfair building, while charming, might signal legacy or traditionalism, which can be a psychological barrier when you're courting young, cutting-edge staff.
I strongly disagree that Mayfair signals traditionalism. For many global investors, that W1K6PB address signals security, stability, and enduring quality. It suggests the business is serious, established. And for talent recruitment, the allure of working in a unique building with impressive ceiling heights and a fantastic amenity like a roof terrace, especially in central London, is a massive differentiator. It stands out against a sea of standardized Grade A boxes that every other recruiter is offering. It's an investment in the experiential value of the workplace.
To summarize my position, the choice of Paddington is a pragmatic investment in future-proof capability. It offers a superior, optimized platform for sustained business growth, prioritizing high operational efficiency, comprehensive Grade A infrastructure, and those unmatched global transport links. The slightly higher cost is justified by the strategic, risk-mitigating benefit of operational certainty. It is an investment in seamless functionality above all else.
And conversely, the Mayfair option provides exceptional strategic value by prioritizing the truly irreplicable asset, location prestige, that W1K6PB address, and unique architectural character, using period features and high-value amenities like the roof terrace. And it's achieved at a noticeably lower base price point. This option represents a sound, flexible investment in corporate image and a distinctive market presence that provides an enduring, non-depreciating asset to the firm's identity.
Ultimately, both options, the high-efficiency, integrated modern center versus the high-prestige, character-rich location, represent strong but, fundamentally contrasting strategic choices. It really forces a clear internal assessment of a business's core dependencies.
Exactly. The listener has to weigh their own priorities. Is their greatest need connectivity and operational flow, or is it status and a distinctive market presence? That's how you assess which value proposition is truly superior for your specific enterprise. And there's clearly much more to explore in how these contrasting approaches define long-term corporate success in the capital.